Hey, what's up, people? Welcome to another episode of this channel with photography adventure, I guess, or experience, whatever you want to call. Just want to clarify that I'm not an expert, I'm learning, but I have some background. Anyways, once I clear that out of the way, second thing, English is not my first language, so if I made a mistake, you're welcome to comment down nicely. Anyways, last video I did sort of an introduction to a Russian camera called Zorki 4. I shot that time, if I'm not wrong, early gray lomography at 100, and sort of like the results. It's been another 2 weeks, if I'm not wrong, where I'm playing more with the film camera. But that same day that I went to a pier here in Oceanside, California, which is where the area I live, I also shot a little bit of a Fujifilm Superia 400. So that's what is this video. I'm gonna show you a little bit of the results, what I like, what I didn't like, and you're gonna notice some of my mistakes, because the reality, I don't have a lot of experience with film. I shot it before, but recently, the last couple months, I've been jumping, trying to practice and improve my skills. And this particular camera is interesting to work around. It's sort of like a hate-love relationship, kinda. Let me know under the comments, in that section, if you want me to talk more about the camera. I can talk about what is the issues that I'm having, what I like, how it feels, the looks and everything, you know the deal. Anyways, so let me show you really fast. This is the camera. It looks pretty nice. It sort of reminds you a little bit of a Leica. I never touched one, so I can't tell you exactly. Oh, it feels like a Leica. Not at all, but you can tell that some of the inspiration copy when take on this. So far, like I say, I like some of the weight, like some of the feels and touch. So again, let me know if you want me to talk one video just with this camera. Anyways, let's jump in a little bit into photos and let's check the first one. Here we're in a Ralph's grocery store waiting for ice cream. That's my boy. And I was just, snapping really fast a picture of him because he was extremely curious, especially because that was his first time, sort of like, let's go to a family trip after that ice cream kind of thing tradition. Second one, I like this one quite a lot. It was a parking lot, the train was coming, so you can tell tiny bit of the motion of the train passing by and the parking lot behind, and that, the cars. The interesting part for me, because I live in this area, is that parking lot in the back wasn't there. And I'm sort of kind of sad I didn't take a picture before, just the empty space with the parking lot. But that's the fun part of street photography sometimes, the fact that you sometimes snap something or, take a picture of something and then either go away or they improve it. It's just part of the story of the city or whatever you want to try to portray. So let's go. I tried with this one, it went a little bit bent. And again, that's one of the things that I'm finding with this camera sometimes. So again, if you want a video, let me know. I can talk about these particular things. But as you can notice, when I was taking the picture, for me, the lines of the building went straight. Once I developed the film and everything, well, you can tell it's more like a, tilted kind of thing, kind of like the pizza building in Italy, I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Next one, same thing. I tried to, take a little bit of that lighting, because it was almost like a golden hour, probably even past a little bit golden hour, and just have some of the edge or like the lines of the building in that same hotel. A little bit out of focus again. It's so funny how these things works. On digital you have even highlights and peaking and everything. So it's good to be on film and see how shitty you are taking pictures or something. These things, sorry, I don't know the word, parking something, let me know. The same thing, try a little bit of testing the lens, bokeh, I think it's called. This one goes all the way to, if I'm not wrong, 2, so it's a pretty good lens. You know, it's a Russian lens. Same thing again. Try to get a little bit more of that hotel. I wish the palm trees weren't there, but you know, you can't do much about it. You work with what you have. I kind of like this one. We take, you know, it wasn't planned, so I went to one side of the stairs, my wife and kid went to the other one, and then goes up and meets again. So that was cool. Did I see that? It was really cloudy too, so it's a little bit dark and a little tiny bit underexposed, I think, but still I like it. I wish the person in the back weren't there, but again, I don't have control of that. A little bit of, you know, palm trees and clouds. Didn't like it that much. There's not much to say. This ice cream little shop, I thought that the design, the logo, and the, you know, the fonts and the little building was kind of curious. So, you know, I take the picture right there, focus on that. But yeah, I like it. My little boy dancing, that he was dancing with other girls and boys in that little area. It was cool. It's a cool place to go for sure, that pier. This guy was hilarious. This guy's been there for a couple of years now. At first I saw New York Italian ice and I was like, bullshit, you know, it's ice cream. How different can be? But once I try it, believe me, the texture is different. It's not even sort of gelato. It's like a weird texture. But it was delicious. The guy was nice. Obviously you can see like super cool outfit and colorful. Yeah, but he was a good character, so definitely I want to portray a portrait of him. Again, that's the pier. Didn't like the picture that much, but you know, it's there. You can tell again. At that point, it was definitely getting cloudy, like it's gonna rain in a couple of minutes. This is where I'm talking, and I was looking through like the little viewfinder. For me, it was the light was. The lines were straight, you know, like on the ending of the water meeting the sky. For me, when I was taking the picture, and I can remember, I mean, believe me, I'm more focused when I'm shooting film. And for me, it was straight. And then, you know, I come back and like, oh, well, no, idiot, you didn't notice. My boy and the toys, again, playing a little bit with the depth of field, focus on him. Trying to frame with the, you know, the lines. Again, you can tell a little bit it's, you know, it's not straight. Same thing. I remember I took it and I was framing the right way, but probably not. A little bit more of the pier with a lot of people, some beach. You can tell they weren't afraid. It seems like it was about to rain. But anyways, it worked. A little bit more. I didn't know what I was trying to do in that one. I think that was one of the last shots on the roll, and I was just like, my kid was ready to go and like, whatever, I'm not gonna waste or wait until next time just for one frame. So this guy was awesome. This old guy has been there playing the music for a long time. He comes with his little, you know, speaker and guitar and the mic, and he's so nice. It was, you know, we give him a couple $, and he was nice enough. He saw my camera. And those are the times when it's cool when people ask you like, hey, you want to take a picture? Like, sure. And it was great. That's my kid's taking the picture for sure, by the way. It's not me. He's learning. And I'm glad, because it's cool like to interact with my kid, or he see me with the camera and, hey, daddy, you know, can I take a picture? He's like two and a half. A little bit of surfer, again. It's not a straight, but it was, at least for me, sort of on a hat by accident, because it gives a different feeling of this guy, especially because you can see he has a lot of space, negative space. But you know, I think it works, but definitely wasn't intended like that way. A lot of pelicans that day. They normally are around, but not that often. But that day we were all over the pier, and you can tell because in the black and white video I did with the early grade, I took some picture of this girl giving food to pelicans. Again, I tried to do the two, you know, on the rule of thirds, aligning them on the 2 lines, you know. But this is the thing with these rangefinders, because you're not looking exactly at the lens what you're getting, which is fine for me. Or some people get really anal about it, but for me it's okay. But those two guys weren't shot, which I wasn't framing for them, just for the pelicans. But I guess I can just chop them a little bit. But again, just something to take in count. These I like this one. These guys were there, just like a young couple. With something about seeing young people getting together and they love each other without really thinking about it. These a little bit out of focus. Yeah, you can tell. I think something happened because I need to, again, this is the first few rolls that I'm shooting with the camera, but I think if I'm not wrong, every 1 or 2 frames of roll, kind of like you can feel when you're pulling, they kind of get stuck. So I need to check the I don't know the technical name, but it's the part that sort of has the little hinge thing that push the film towards the hole for the camera to take the picture. But I don't know if it's causing a problem. Forget what's the name of this thing. Sorry, again, English. I don't have all the answers. But I didn't like it that much. I think I was trying to put, sort of the line and follow the line of the sink or whatever the water was coming to see the birds. But then I think I was getting close and I saw that they were planning to leave, so I just took a shot. The last two, obviously out of focus, because I'm still sort of, I know that the lens has like the numbers to know exactly how much distance you have to be in focus. But I think it was the same girl with giving food to the pelican, and she came all like really crazy. Hey, dude, come! Like he took me out, by surprise. Like, hey, take a picture, blah blah. And I want to be like, nah, I wasn't really interested in the fish moving. But then I thought like, well, maybe I can take some blur picture of these fish moving around. Clearly I was too close, but that's part of the learning process. Another one, same thing. So, but that's all the pictures for these Fujifilm Superia 400 shots. Again, guys, if you want me to talk one more time about these lovely camera, let me know. I can give you my opinions. Really, I kind of hate to call it a review once because I don't have that much time with this camera, and two, it's because a lot of what if I do that video, it will be how I feel shooting with this camera, and that's a really personal experience and opinion. So again, like I say, don't believe the hype. Go and check some videos, because it's cool to see some of the parts, how it looks. You can have a sense of dimension with all these people's hands and how they move the camera. But I highly recommend go, and if it's a camera shop around your town or something, go and see them by yourself and have a better feeling. At the end of the day, depending on how many cameras you use and whatever, you tend to like some brands to others. So in the future, you kind of know what to expect for each one, and you have your favorites, and that's it. It's personal experience. But anyways, guys, thank you. Share this thing. Give me your opinions down on the video. Tell me if you already try a Zorki 4, how's your experience? You like it, you don't, all the quirks and stuff. Same thing with film. Tell me, do you like Fujifilm Superia? You don't like it? It's, the colors are So anyways, guys, thank you again. Subscribe and put that little bell thing so you know when I'm uploading videos. Jesus, man, I can't believe I'm saying all this stuff. I'm like one of those guys that need to be all like, oh, super excited and like check my video, but I can't do that. So anyways, go to my Instagram. I have tons of photos and fairly constant uploading photos, also from my roles of film shooting. And also let me know if you want me to do another of this, if you like this sort of format, where I show you some of my pictures and sort of explain some of the stuff. I don't go that super technical, but let me know. I recently went to La Jolla in California, tons of seals and seagulls. So let me know if you want to see pictures of that. Anyways, thank you guys. Adios.